My father was a journalist. Then he became partisan, and so he went to the mountains, to fight, the Nazi and the fascist. And but then when the war finished, he started to went back, to work on a newspaper, And
What did you learn from your father?
I learned working like an hell. Working as much as possible, to be committed with your work and to believe in your work and to accept diversities. I never thought to be a scientist. My idea was, as a kid, was to do the explorer. But then I said maybe I will start to do geology, that it seems that I can travel in doing geology. Geology is not a Galilean science. You cannot make experiments of the earth, of the making of the earth. So it's an historical science. If you want to have a broad approach, an holistic approach, you cannot quantify. You cannot quantify the brain.
What was in the US that you couldn't find here in Italy and vice versa?
It was the flexibility, first of all, the sense that when something is worth to be tried, you have to try. And this is not only in science, but in the life, in the nation itself. The entire nation thinks that there is something worth to do, okay, we do.
What do you have in Italy that you don't have in the US?
Is the culture. When you grow up in Italy, you are the beauty. For the other, beauty is a concept. For Italians, is something that permeates your life. It's not a concept, it's your life.
What would you like to be your professional legacy?
I don't think that I will give a legacy. I hope that my student, I have many students now around the world, my students are thinking of me like I'm thinking of my mentors. And this is probably the best legacy. A guy from Cameroon sent me an email, you changed my life. This is enough. I don't want to die in my bed, I want to die doing some work in science, flying in a dirty plane or something like that, okay? So I will try to do, I have still, 10, 15 years, of possible activities. I'm a field geologist, I remain a field geologist, even if I go to Mars, yeah.
Gian Gabriele, is there anything you want to add?
A suggestion to my students, not to the other, but just to my students, work hard and spend something of yourself. Don't be afraid to not spend something. Work, and then work again. Okay, and only that. And of course, for geologists, visit many outcrops and travel a lot.